Hey guys, hey. Tyrese Bracy here. Today I'm going to do things a tad bit different. Usually I'm always dancing or moving around or whatnot, but it's a good day. And because of this good day and time on my hands, I've had a lot of time to reflect. With everything being so new from the year to the moon and the eclipse and all that good universal madness. But yes, I felt that it was time for some transparency. So keep in mind, I don't know how long this video would be, and I'm not going to go through every bit of my life, but just some of the big details that transition me into who I am today. And I'm going to try my best to keep things in chronological order as best as I possibly can, just so I can keep a tab on when things happen in the timeline. Okay, so one of my oldest memories in life would probably be me and my mother running through the night from an abusive father trying to get to a safe haven. If we experienced abuse from my father, physical abuse, my mother would leave, and back home there are things in play, government systems called Penelope houses. So when my mother would receive a lashing of sorts, for lack of a better term, or I would from my father, we would run and we would hide away, or we would move to my uncle's house. When I got to elementary school, I was the product of a lot of abuse from just bullies in school, mostly because I was the darker one. And if you don't know, I don't know if it's mostly like an American black thing, but it was prevalent in my life. Where if you didn't have light skin, or if your hair didn't have a certain texture, you got bullied. And at a very young age, for my European friends, in elementary school is from kindergarten to 5th grade, to about 12 years old, 13, depending on where you're born. I stayed fighting. I always fought. Like, I'm talking about almost every other day. I had to physically fight. Anywhere from like 1 to 6 guys, depending on like this group of bullies that wanted to fuck with me. So I was So being physical or violence just wasn't a thing for me. I always kind of had this in my heart and head that I was just kind of about that life, you know. Yeah, moving on. Around the age of like, let's say like 18, 19 or whatever, I bought like I traded my hatchback, my Honda Civic hatchback, for a not brand new, but a 1994 300ZX. And I knew, being a black kid in the South, that I was going to be eventually stopped by a cop for having this car. And I got stopped, and the cop pulled a gun on me and put it to my head just for following his instructions. Apparently I moved too fast and I scared him. But he didn't kill me. He didn't shoot me, obviously, because I'm here. And I asked him nicely not to. But when I went back to my friends to tell them of this story, I was kind of met with this attitude of, Reese, we all deal with the cops, you know. And since then, I've had a bit of PTSD. You know, not only do I have an issue with cops, I just simply don't like guns. I can't fuck with them. They fuck me up. Yeah, I can't deal. I also had a bit of a struggle with my blackness and my value as a human being, because a lot of my struggles actually at an early age came from black people. We like it was always this mix up of like not being black enough, or you listen to the wrong music, or you wear the wrong clothes. It's always something. And so this kind of projected me into studying more about black people and our struggles. But studying more about the struggles of being black and where all this self-hate came from just made me start to dislike white people. And so I kind of became a hermit in a way, and I would lock myself away, just doing my thing and not socializing with people.